Hi everyone, welcome back to Crafting at Whimsy Wonderland. My name is Stacy. If you watched my Christmas in July series this past summer, you saw me make this snowman ornament on a kind of flat but round 6-inch ornament. And I made some of these and then I got tired of messing with the mud, and so I decided to paint some with buffalo print or buffalo check just to give a little more country Christmas look. And so what I'm going to do today is decorate them, and they are not perfectly painted, but I did paint these using the spray paint technique instead of the brush on paint. I just found that it was faster, and I worked out in the sun where it was hot and it dried really quickly. There are some dribbles and some runs, and I'm just going to go with it. Okay, so these are the non-breakable plastic ornaments. This one says peace on it. This one just has an embossed snowflake. And I just want to decorate them up just to add to my country Christmas theme. Now, I thought that getting a few little red trucks on here might also be cute. But what I have is a few picks that I've had along the way, and I always grab them when they're on sale. And I've just kind of pulled them apart for the greenery. And I want to decorate, I think, both sides of the ornament. Since it's a two-sided ornament, I think it should be decorated on both sides. I also have some red berries, and then I have some miniature pine cones that I picked up at Michael's at the end of the season last year, so I'm sure I got them on a pretty good sale. So I'm just going to do your traditional, lay some greenery on both sides. Have my glue gun here. I'm not going to overly glue it, oops, because I don't like a ton. I like it to kind of come up off of the ornament and look like it's a little more natural. Okay, these greenery pieces are plastic. That's the style that's coming back in, is the plastic look greenery. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's what's available and what seems to be popular. And if I'm going to sell these in my booth, I need to work with whatever's popular and on trend for the year. So I'm just pulling these apart and gluing them on. I have my little silicone fingers that I got at the Dollar Tree. I must say I am loving these things because I can push down on the glue and I don't get burned. It's great. Why are you not staying down? This one's just not wanting to stay down. So as you can see, if you look at it from the top, as I have those gaps there, I'm going to grab some more greenery and be right back. Okay, here's a crazy tip for you. I needed some greenery last year, and actually I think it was a couple years ago. And it was just so expensive because it wasn't on sale yet, and I wasn't planning ahead the year before, and I didn't buy any, probably because we were in the process of moving, and I found myself with none of this greenery stuff when it came time to make ornaments, and it was ridiculous because when I tried to go and buy it, it was so expensive. But then I got an idea, and here's my tip. I was at the thrift store, and they had tons and tons of Christmas trees for like $2 and $3, and these are like 6-foot trees. Guess what they're made out of? Greenery. So I bought a 6-foot tree, and I've been using it and using it and using it, and I don't know if this tree is ever going to run out. But I also thought that I could make some other things out of it as well. But it's an inexpensive way to get yourself some greenery if you need it, and it's not on sale. So remember, when you're shopping for supplies, don't just look at something for what it is and what it was actually made for. Look at it in the eyes of, what can I do with that? Okay, so all I'm doing is just cutting off a few of the pieces. And I'm just going to cut them to size. Now, sometimes you cut it off and then it starts to look funny, but for some reason these Christmas tree ones, you can just fluff them back and you can't even tell the difference really. And so you can get several cuts and several pieces out of one sprig of Christmas tree greenery. Okay, so it's a really economical way to look at your Christmas crafting supplies. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue on that, and I'm going to glue this in the middle. And that fills in nicely around the plastic greenery, and it's two different colors, so it gives it just a little added element of texture. Okay, so a little bit on each side. I got a little messy with my hot glue. There's a big surprise, huh? Me getting messy with my hot glue. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. And if I want to add even more, I can add in some of this. And then I want to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so right now I've got a shaggy little guy, and I like how that greenery is looking. So now I think I want to decide on my bow, and then I will add some pine cones and red berries after I get the bow on. So now I need to decide. Red bow or jute bow. Now if you've been around my channel, you know how I make my jute bows. Here's a piece of leftover jute. This one's about a 3-finger size bow, I think. So wrap it around your fingers 7 or 8 times, starting and stopping in the same spot. Pull your fingers out. It's a circle. Smush those two sides of the circle together and tie a knot around the middle with an extra piece of string. Make sure that you've got that string in the middle, and then tie it tight and double knot it. Boom. There's a bow. All you have to do is fluff it up. Now, do I like the jute bow? Or do I like the red bow? Or maybe I want them both. I kind of like them both. Now, if I had gotten done with all of the little junk bows that I was making, that would have been a great thing to use for this. So I am going to kind of make a bow just by looping the ribbon. Because this is so slippery and giving me such troubles, I'm just going to staple in the middle. I'm going to see what this looks like. I'll place it on there and put my jute bow over the top, and I think I kind of like that. A little bit of glue. I think I better have my finger for this one. And I'm going to push where the staple is into the hot glue and kind of arrange the red bow. And then I'm going to decide which is the prettier side of my jute bow. I'm going to put some glue on that. And I'm going to stick that right over the top of the staple and let it hold it there for a second to set. Okay, so from the top, it's looking kind of busy, but I think that's okay because it'll be pretty when it's on the tree, and no matter which way it happens to spin, it'll be decorated. So I need to trim, my ribbon tails. So now I'm left with red berries, which I can place right in the middle. I'm just going to cut that off. A little bit of glue. And I'm going to kind of stick it up underneath of, well, maybe not. Okay, so I've got them stuck up underneath the bow. Okay, and then I want a couple of little pine cones over here to the side, I think. Maybe I'll just put the pine cones down the middle, and so the pine cones will be for both sides. So let's get the red berries on this side. So there's that side, and there's that side. And then I'm just going to glue in a couple of pine cones on down the middle. Okay, that's what that looks like, all prettied up. And I just need to put a little ribbon hanger on it. So what I usually do is spread my fingers out and clip it double that. And then I can tie a knot. And then I'm gonna have to wad this up to get it through here, and I'm just trying to decide if I want to do this with the red ribbon or if I would rather do it with the twine. I think I kind of like the red ribbon. All right, there's that one all done and ready to go. And I'm going to do the same thing with the snowflake one, and I'll have them both in the picture at the end. Okay, there you have them. On this red one, I used a black and white buffalo check ribbon because I didn't like this color of red with that. I guess it would have been okay, but it just was too much red with the red berries and whatnot. If I had some white berries, red ribbon might have worked okay. So there's one side of the snowflake one, and there's the other. I had different kind of berries that I used, and this time I used a little burlap ribbon for, it's actually not burlap, it's burlap look ribbon for the topper, or for the hanger. And then there's what it looks like from the top. Okay, and then one more quick look at this one. Okay, and there's what it looks like from the top. So they're a little bit different. The jute ribbon is more predominant on this one, and the black ribbon is more predominant on this one. But they both have the jute bow and the red berries and pine cones. All right, this project is done, and that's what I have for you. These are, don't forget, plastic, non-breakable, shatterproof, whatever you want to call them, ornaments. They do measure about 6 inches across, and I used the spray painting technique to do the buffalo check print, and I did it on a warm day when they could dry rather quickly in the sunshine. All right, if you like this project, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the subscription bar below. And if you want a notification each and every time I upload a video, click that notification bell next to the subscription bar. All right, I hope you will go out, look and find some ornaments that you can decorate. These are really inexpensive ornaments, and just putting something pretty on the top just totally changes them up. And I would not be ashamed to give one of these as a gift to somebody, or to take this to an ornament exchange, because I think it would be very popular. It just reads country Christmas to me, or farmhouse Christmas, and that's kind of what I'm going for this year. Just simple, relaxed, casual Christmas. That's what I want this year. All right, this has been Crafting at Whimsy Wonderland. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.